And we're back.
We're back.
And we're back.
We are back.
Welcome back to another episode
where we talk about art in all of its forms.
Of Sketchy Fellas.
Sketchy Fellas.
The
where we
show
draw art.
where we draw where we're doing it.
We do art. Mostly
but we're doing something
art.
different.
But in a sense,
time.
everything is really art. Could you, everyone, please stop it? How's everyone going?
I'm going good. We're doing thumbnails today. This is an awful episode. We're gonna need to clickbait the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So let's just try to make the best thumbnail we possibly can. And I was discussing this with you guys off the mic, but I think whatever we consensusly agree as the best thumbnail is the one that we use as a thumbnail for this very video.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna work out. Like if you pick any of mine, it's gonna be horribly misleading.
Yeah, they're not going to be matching the actual episode itself.
And I also need to add that I am a last minute pull on this episode, and so my thumbnails are actually just thumbnails I had made for videos I was going to make and then didn't make, or joke alternate thumbnails I made going, haha, wouldn't it be funny if I made this the thumbnail?
You just had some spares. We didn't.
Yeah.
You were walking by my room and I just asked, hey, you want to be on a video? Like, this is 5 minutes ago. So
how lucky that you live 15
feet
feet away from Mercury Falcon.
All right, let's start. We got a whole list here. I'm going to start with mine. Do you get it?
What was he?
Kadin, do you get it?
Okay, so a couple things here. Listen, I don't run a thumbnail museum. I'm not like a museum, like a thumbnail art curator.
All right, let's hear your
but
critiques.
Number one, no drop shadow on the text, question mark. Okay. Number two, is that actually what early season One Piece looks like?
Yes.
Because this is very, like...
It's bad, I know.
Is this like 480p?
Yeah, it doesn't look that good is my thing.
No, it doesn't. It's from, I know it's from a filler episode where he's in a cooking competition that 4Kids made a wonderful song for. But yes, it's very good. We in fact do know what he's cooking in the episode.
Oh boy.
You know, it's clickbaity. We gotta do what we can.
Can you just tell me so I don't have to watch the video?
I don't remember what he's cooking.
Was it dog?
It's filler. You can't expect me to remember this stuff. He wins an elephant bluefin tuna for it, okay?
Dude,
that's all I know.
I expect you to be able to answer any question I can come up with if it pertains to One Piece.
I know what he wins in the competition, but that's it.
I agree. You've disappointed us.
Oh, man. All right, fake One Piece fan. I guess that's all we learned from this thumbnail. Let's move on to the next one. I don't even care anymore.
All right, Kadin, what do you got? Ooh. Ooh, okay.
Oh, this is really good.
I might click on this.
Yes.
Because you want to know, what will the monkey choose?
Are monkeys colorblind?
I think so.
They aren't, but they lack morals. So it's almost as if they're colorblind.
Yeah, it's still a 50-50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, does she? Initially, I wanted to make this that it was like a live stream. People tuning in to see what happens.
Oh, that'd be great.
Now, I don't think the text that reads "Death's Trap," I think that's already conveyed by the appearance of Amanda from the Saw movies. I think you see Amanda from Saw, you think Death Trap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
you're not wrong, but I think the redundancy is what makes a good thumbnail.
That's true too. It really hammers it in, and especially if the title of the video just says Death Trap, so you get visually, textually, and then titularly.
Okay, that's better.
It does. And I also want to point out the word Death Trap, the way it arcs around that corner. In that corner, now I tell a lot of people who make thumbnails to always don't put anything specific in that corner there, because YouTube will put a time code in that corner and block any text. And I see a lot of people put like a little character face, or even they'll have text that runs across and it goes into that area. Don't do that. And you've done it perfectly where it goes up at an arch. So you've perfectly avoided the time code.
Because I had this completely inverted where the buttons were in the right, and when I was done, I was like, nope, I can't do that because that's going to be the time code area. And so
I would have immediately failed that challenge.
I mean, you brained your way out of this, really. All right, Ben, let's see what you've got.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
No, this is immediately striking.
I mean, I'm already feeling the anxiety.
Is that an IP address?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's yours. It changes depending.
Oh my God. Wow. Perfect use of alternating color text here. Click here, and then you can't affect any of that other text because it would, if too much of it was red, you just go but enough of it is red, you get click here, and then you instantly want to know, what am I clicking here for? And you see the IP address, and it's perfect. I think
I would
this is
click this
I
just to
think
see if they were legit, like if they were a super hacker or not.
I think that this would be this feels like it would be a thumbnail for one of those, you're on the weird side of YouTube videos.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
And I give it props for that. I think it's a great use of, people say, oh, you need to have a face in your thumbnail because the human eye is attracted to a face. But I think that this is striking enough that I would click it in fear, actually.
Yeah, that's the exact emotion you want your viewers to come in with is fear.
Is fear,
actually.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That makes it like if they're afraid for their lives, they're going to comment.
Casual
they're going to
view,
plead with you.
casual. It's like Machiavelli said: casual viewers will love you, true fans will fear you.
Exactly.
If you want to leave an impression, you want to take them from one extreme to the other. So you scare them with the thumbnail, and you let them leave happy.
Yeah, it's like a Skinner box situation. They never know what they're going to get, so they get attached.
We can do one of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do one of yours now.
But I want to preface that, like I said, these are 4 videos I was planning to make, so I may need to tell you what the video was or is going to be.
Oh, sure.
Let's go ahead and do a reveal first, and then I'll explain it. So basically, what I was going for here was this was going to be a video on Guyver, and it still might be. But
Yeah.
now I just want to, you guys can rate me the same way I've rated you. But basically, there's a lot of those cartoon YouTube channels that just review like late 90s and early 2000s cartoons, and they're basically just, isn't this show weird? Do you remember Code Lyoko? Wasn't Code Lyoko weird? Wasn't the Brothers Flub weird? What WTF is even Code Lyoko, And so I was trying.
Weird.
They've got him.
Yeah. You'd click on that thumbnail.
Basically, this was a potential video to appeal to normies and just make a video on Guyver that completely appeals to Guyver or completely appeals to normies. I think the title was going to be like, this anime is like an R-rated version of Ben 10, something like that to reinforce it.
Yeah.
I like to consider myself normie adjacent, and it's working on me.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd want the text to be bigger. Like,
Okay.
my
Same.
eyesight's really bad, so you need to have the text be on the top, super big.
Oh, okay.
Ben 10. I'd almost like a picture of Ben 10 in there in the background, looking very scared, afraid of his Guyver counterpart.
Okay. Yeah. So like Ben 10 is almost like a new Guyver introduced, like almost like he's Guyver 3.
Ben 10 is the version to Guyver's Chad.
Honestly, I
The-
think you
I'm-
could
I'm-
replace the dude, the human half, with the Ben 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be good.
Oh, okay. We're getting good ideas out of here.
Yeah, we're just baking up thumbnails for your next video, or one of your next videos. Good way to sneak that in. That way you get some good workshopping for that.
I mean, at least to get something out of this, right? He was just walking by your bedroom.
Yeah, I just dragged him in here.
I don't even remember what my second one is, but we can take a look at that real quick.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just do it.
Sure.
Okay, so this one,
Okay.
That's really good. I
So,
like the comparison.
I made this in like an hour because I think so the story is I had made a video and it did very poorly and I got very sad, as I do.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this, I'm going to make one of those videos where I just talk about something weird and I basically with the guy review where it's like I talk about something but like try to portray it for normies where it's
Yeah.
weird. So this is me comparing the Tokusatsu Megaloman to the Colossal Titan, which I do believe the Colossal Titan is inspired by Megaloman. In fact, even Attack on Titan
It does look a lot
I can
very
see it.
similar.
Attack on Titan even as does feel very Tokusatsu, where it's about people who grow huge to fight each other. Like,
Yeah.
I think
wish
it's
they
so.
had kept that main though.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have it doesn't have the feel of a Tokusatsu is the thing. Like people say, oh, it's inspired by like Ultraman and other shows like Tokusatsu about where characters would grow huge and fight each other, but it's like it doesn't have the same feel as any of those shows. Like Evangelion feels more like one of those shows than Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Maybe put a giant red versus.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. That's gonna be a death battle. Megaloman versus Colossal Titan.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have an animated sequence between those two fighting.
Is that how the death battle videos work?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do they have animated sequences in them?
Yeah.
I've never watched them before. I've just I know that they use a lot of info from wikis, and so people have complained because like there's been a lot of instances of wikis having misinformation, and then that information gets siphoned into a death battle video, and then the death battle video gets 10 million views, and suddenly we have a huge issue where it's like there's a misquote that's been spreading around.
Misinformation feedback.
I don't know if you're familiar with power scaling, but it's a thing that a lot of people are into. And
Yeah.
Death Battle basically, like, they put their finger on the scale for those communities
Yeah.
because they influence them way too much. It's like they're kind of like seen as a definitive voice on the matter, and they're really not. They shouldn't be.
And then we can show the last one.
Okay.
This is fake. Ben made this. I lied. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember making this one.
That's funny. You made this, Ben? I didn't know you
Yeah.
would make it.
Well, John told me it was in reference
so
to.
it is a reference. It is. To clear Ben's good name, it is a reference. Similar to the what was he cooking thumbnail.
Yeah.
There was a famous thumbnail of a video talking about Chris Chan, and the thumbnail was just Chris Chan's face, and it said they called him gay.
Yeah. It was very dramatic.
All right, let's go back to your guys.
All right. So I guess next is another one from Kadin, right?
Yep. So
Wow.
the title of this one be how or why dogs fail to stay relevant.
This one wins.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You've won.
This is the one that I think John would appreciate.
Holy shit.
This one's going to stir up a lot of controversy in the dog community.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk about how I want my friends to get internet famous. That way I can like release some dirt on them and then make a video about it called the rise and fall of Chad. Like,
Yeah, and you have all this exclusive.
and I have all
information.
the.
I hate every video that's called the rise and fall of anything.
Me too.
For one, they're happening too quickly now. Like they're happening in the middle of things.
Things I didn't know exist have fallen.
Exactly.
Yeah, the full story hasn't been told yet, all right?
And
especially with things that are still falling. Like
yeah,
like
let
like,
them fall.
Yeah. Here's the thing. No one at Cinemassacre has killed anyone yet. Like, also, the rise and fall of Channel Awesome, and then they cut ties with all those creators, and now they're doing pretty good again.
Yeah. Well, that leads way to a sequel for another Rise and Fall.
Oh, the rise, fall, and rise again,
Well, and then another fall.
and then another fall.
Yeah, it's a second Rise and Fall. It's a true sequel in every sense of the word.
Channel Awesome is like a Batman trilogy. They begin, they rise again.
Do you think that's going to happen with dogs? Are they going to get under the point where they turn into wolves?
Dogs are never going to recover.
No. Yeah, they're done. This once
Sarah
I saw
Z
this
explains it all in that video.
I was gonna say once I saw this video essay on her on dogs, I knew they were done.
Yeah, there's no recovering from that. This video's getting 1 million views. Everyone's gonna see it and know they're beyond redemption. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's see yours.
Yeah,
Ben.
because if we don't, I'm just gonna start talking shit.
All right, yeah.
That's really good.
This is a complaint to all the art channels where they just take a piece of art with no discernible flaws and say, stop doing this.
Mm-hmm. Although you did draw the arrow directly to her boob.
Yes, also stop doing that in particular.
Well, it's funny because I remember when Tumblr was so anti. I'm sure this term is one that you both recognize. Tumblr was so anti boob sock. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I do.
And
Yes.
And now people fucking love the boob sock.
The thing is, it's worth making fun of, but not worth stopping.
Yes,
That's where people don't know how to draw that line.
It's silly. but goddamn effective.
Yes.
Yep. Dude, I love boob socks. You gotta suck all the air out of the costume to get them nice and tight.
It's possible, all right? Come on.
You know, there's this, I used to, you know, back in the day, we used to talk about this thing called artistic liberties. And, yeah, I think people need to remember that.
And it is possible in real life. We've seen things like Mystique from the X-Men.
Of course.
And that's about it. But still, come on.
Speaking of Tumblr and this kind of subject matter, there was this one blog that I followed called, I think I might be mispronouncing this, called Escher Girls. And it was supposed to be a collection of art that showed girls doing like a tits and butt pose and that their spine was twisting so far that it was broken. But I followed it because I enjoyed all the art they posted. I thought it was cool.
It's the where are her organs?
Yeah.
Ow. Her back must hurt a lot. No, because it's fucking art.
Yeah, I don't think a drawing needs organs, you losers.
It was a good blog, but I followed it for the wrong reasons.
That's good. Fight the power.
Or just masturbate to it, whatever works.
Whichever works for you.
You guys ready to move on?
Yep.
Next one. I don't know. That's still pretty good.
All right, moving on to bins.
Yeah, there's.
I don't follow politics. Despite literally everyone in my Curious Cat asking me about my political opinions, and despite me telling them I am not the person to ask political questions to.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to know my political opinions and my opinions on every politician, and unfortunately, I am not informed and don't want to talk about it.
Listen, it's very important to hear what the retro mecha anime enthusiast knows.
Thinks about the war in Ukraine, yeah.
Thinks about the Democrats and
people ask me about the politics of Japan too, and they're like, "Well, I figured you'd be knowledgeable about it." Why? I talk about cartoons. Like...
Man, I googled sad Putin face, and he doesn't make very many of those. There are. Like,
I mean,
two
not much
where
to be
he's
sad
crying.
about.
he looks just kind of done with you.
I really wanted to like create like a Shane Dawson thumbnail, but I just could not find a good Putin to.
Couldn't use like the liquefy tool in Photoshop and arch his eyebrows upwards to make him look sad.
Not in a way that I still liked it, so I kept it very
That's
minimalist, which is what most apology videos do. Like they stand in front of their empty, barren apartment bedroom with their bed on the floor.
Usually there's a cat in frame for sympathy points.
No, it's a dog.
Oh, some sort of pet. I'm sorry.
Because a dog you can actually like hold and like cry into. Like they love to cry into the dog.
It's good. Just whenever you need to make
I can't believe as much as people meme on it, they still do it. Like
yeah,
like people. Everyone makes the joke where it's like the first thing you want to do is negate all accountability. You want to talk about how you're going through a rough time. You want to hold your dog, and people still fucking do it.
Yeah, it's really funny. It kind of makes an idea for a sub business where I just rent out like a golden retriever for apology videos.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Future billionaire over here.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm the
do you think
businessman.
apology coach is going to be a profession?
Ooh.
I think so, because they already have coaches for like very like literally. I think it was this could just have been a rumor, but I heard that Mark Zuckerberg had to get like personality coaching because he was coming off as so impersonable. And honestly, I believe it. I fucking believe. Look at him.
He's still not
Look
there.
He's doing terrible. He's doing terrible.
I've seen him in interviews. He needs some more coaching.
Oh, have you seen him trying to pitch the metaverse?
Yes.
It's oh my god. I have met fucking high school theater kids that are better actors than him. Wow, Sarah, that sounds really cool. I'm excited for it.
All right, here's a theory for you. The Social Network movie was funded by Zuckerberg to see if he could hire Jesse Eisenberg to stand in for him as a replacement.
He should have got the job. I mean,
with it.
Jesus Christ, you can get anyone to do that job better than him.
That's a fun idea.
Try to see if you can get people to forgive Jesse Eisenberg's character within the story, and if you can, then he's hired. He's the new Zuckerberg.
I want to put that in like a story somewhere. A billionaire that just hires a proxy, and their job is to know their opinion on everything, so that they can just always fill in. All right, we've made people look at Putin's face for too long.
All right, yeah.
Let's move on.
I'm gonna hide that in the video halfway through. No, all right.
Oh,
this is a callback.
You reminded me. I do have another one, and it's really good.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
We're gonna stop the episode midway through.
BRB. Hold on.
All right. Okay. After a quick break of John desperately rushing to his computer to get a thumbnail sent to us, let's talk about this one real quick.
All
Yeah,
right,
this
what
is-
if Luffy got a Sharingan? Does he need one?
Here's what I think. I think you left out some crucial information.
Yeah.
What if Luffy got a Sharingan part what?
Oh yes.
Where in the story are we with this video?
Well, that's not in the thumbnail. That's in the title of the video. But you're correct. This is part 14.
You need to have a part in the thumb. Listen, you gotta have the part in the thumbnail. Listen, I already know what would happen in East Blue if Luffy had a Sharingan.
Yes, but what would happen in Little Garden?
What would happen in Whole Cake Island, right?
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this is a callback to an editing job that I had for a channel that was not very
They were a
very
content farm.
passionate.
It's a content farm. Everyone involved in the channel is aware of it too. No one's like,
no,
there's no one there like, oh, this is my dream
I
job.
don't know. I think a lot of people are fooling themselves. They like take pride in their work, and I'm like, that's kind of sad.
You took pride in your work.
Well, yes, but also my work was 5 times better with like 20 minutes of editing. Like literally, I could finish a video in half an hour, a 20-minute video in half an hour, and it would be 5 times better than anything else that channel made.
I also think that a lot of them were children. I'm going to throw that out there too.
Yeah, it does seem like it appeals to the high schooler who just wants a few extra bucks. Every video was just going through every part of the series, just basically recapping it with very minor fanfic alterations to it. So yes, this would be part 12, episode 3 of Alabasta, where Luffy uses the Sharingan to mimic Crocodile's moves and I guess turn into sand.
Ooh.
Does the Sharingan allow you to like copy abilities to that extent?
Does he also have the Gum Gum fruit as well as a Sharingan? There's a lot of questions I'm asking. Enough questions that would make me want to click.
Yeah, that's why you need 12 videos, because there's just so much you could ask. Like,
It's so dense.
every frame is so dense.
Luffy is so OP, and I had no idea how overpowered he was. He does not need a Sharingan. I'm going to explain how I figured this out firsthand. So there's this thing called roleplay that I have participated in, and I was pretending to be the character of Beast Boy from Teen Titans. And I was in this like multiversal combat tournament thing where like every character from like every like amount of fiction was fighting each other. And I got tagged to fight Luffy. And I thought, all right, this will be interesting. I didn't know anything about Luffy, really. All I had seen was the East Blue. And I decided to turn into a bug, or no, I burrowed. And then he was like, okay, Luffy could like uses his key sense to see through the ground and locate you. I'm like, what? What? How can you do that? And so like, I couldn't hide from him. And then he like punched the ground and like went directly to me. And I'm like, all right, I got this. I'm going to like turn into like a spider, like that's really venomous, and bite him. And he's like, oh, Luffy's immune to poison. I was like, what? Why is he immune to poison?
And there was, I mean, that is true. It's a plot element later. Oh my god. I mean, you gotta understand, through 100 volumes, Luffy's come up with a lot of different solutions to things, and he's like at the top of the world now. Of course he's gonna have a lot of crazy anime powers.
Eventually I just gave up. Like I had Beast Boy turn into an amoeba so he could like think about his next move. There was no next move.
It's funny because I didn't know he gets that buffed later on. Most of my knowledge of Luffy's power come from the 4Kids rap, where they do explain he's made of rubber. How did that happen? Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. They didn't add in a part where he goes, and he has key abilities that allow him to see energy below the ground.
Yeah, the rapper didn't get to that.
No, he didn't. Yeah, that's in the next verse, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? We could honestly ask him to do that. He's on YouTube making updates.
He
to the rap
is.
now.
He seems very desperate for attention. If we're being real.
Let's keep it going because we can't forget. There's no stopping Robin, the archaeologist. Get it right, ship right, build with Frankie. Brooke let it play at the helm, Jim.
So yeah, Luffy does not need a Sharingan. I think he can beat most people.
Can we make a new thumbnail that says Luffy does not need a Sharingan, and it's Luffy on one side with Sarah Zed on the other?
Maybe. I'll leave that one up to Ben.
I'm gonna make that on Theme Hunter.
Okay.
Go subscribe to my second channel. That's a plug for that. Luffy does not need a Sharingan.
That's a good April Fool's video.
Oh, that is.
April Fool's is coming up in 6 months now.
Yeah, what are you talking about? All right, and you desperately
yes,
rushed to your computer to...
So I do want to explain that for April Fool's, I did a thing on Twitter where I changed my name and my bio, and I was like playing a character who is and everyone hated it. I think that so many bad April Fool's joke has ruined it, but I was trying to do something that's funny and to get people, into it. And like, it's just like a goofy fake roleplay thing. But I was playing a character. I think it was like Kiba the Wolf 1224 or something. And I was like this popular furry video essayist who was like defamed from the community, but like was very confrontational with people over... Yeah. I was tweeting like, wanted to shout out big support to all my fans who still showed up to the stream, not including you guys. You know who you are, Kiba and Jeff, and stuff like that. And this was one of the videos I made for my ongoing series. Yeah, this is What If Gin Had a Sharingan, part 11.
You know what? That looks a lot more like the actual What If.
Yeah,
that was a lot of setup for this.
You need to know the story behind it. Every image has a story.
Everyone hated it. Everyone was like, not a funny bit. So I didn't even do it the whole day.
Oh man.
But yeah, because I think people are just numb to April Fool's jokes.
Yeah. It's a shame. Corporations came in and ruined it. It's like
exactly, yes.
It's like the parent who's trying to get in on the children's jokes. And
greetings, fellow kids. Yeah.
No. Oh.
I did warn you guys. Some of them might not be appropriate.
This is very clickable.
This also ties into my last one, being a furry essayist.
And it's not fake. It's real.
It would get
clear. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, you couldn't be fake. Not with a title like that. How could it possibly be fake?
Only thing I would change, I would put a black border around the text for not fake. Lost sex tape, just white, great, and it makes it feel real. But I think not fake should pop out a little more. Other than that, I am totally clicking on this. I want to know what happened to that alligator.
Oh man, yeah, I can't deny this would get so many views, but for all the wrong reasons, which is also good.
Steve Irwin doesn't deserve this, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, let's all apologize to Steve Irwin in the comments, everyone. Do we move on to the next one? Do we just stop looking at this, please?
Okay.
All right.
Well, okay. So you have some good ideas.
Yes.
His first of all, his face perfect. I'm interested. 3 a.m. All right, I'm inferring a little bit. I have an idea. I think I know. I can connect the emotion to a scenario.
Yeah, it's great.
The fact that it's like a chili monster. Okay, is that real? Is that his sleep paralysis demon? Is that something that he mistook the shape of something in his house? But the text that says my dead self-esteem, that's where I'm like, now I'm afraid he's not going to combat an actual physical monster. Because when I click on a video like this, I like the idea that this person might be actually fighting a monster.
I think that's part of the question. It drives engagement in the comments. Is this an actual physical creature he's fighting, or is this all a hallucination?
I think a question mark after my dead self-esteem would actually benefit this a lot.
You know what? That's completely fair. You know, sometimes you need this constructive criticism to really make the greatest thumbnail possible.
Kadin, how do you feel?
I think this is absolutely going to be a self-help video in disguise.
You see, that's what.
You click on the video and it's just a trained therapist in their home office.
Like if instead of this guy, if you had put like Matt Davella, which is a YouTuber you probably don't know, in the thumbnail, it would have been.
Who's Matt Davella?
He makes a lot of useless self-help videos.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, that sounds
3
right.
habits I changed to make my day better, or something like that.
I ate my broccoli. I stopped beating my wife.
And you know what's surprisingly, they helped me a lot.
The third one will shock you.
But the chili monster is a nice touch. Did you pick that? Or is that like, did it come stock halfway?
I don't remember exactly my thought process behind this. I looked up a thumbnail on YouTube and I pretty much copied it using stock photos.
Mm-hmm.
Except the chili monster, I'm pretty sure I just Google searched like self-esteem monster, and for some reason that came up.
Oh.
So
Because without the text, I would think that maybe he just has to go to the bathroom.
I have to go to the bathroom with chili monster at the end of my haul.
No, the chili monster is haunting.
That's
you 'cause you
yeah.
had some really
that
bad
is the actual
Mexican-
title of the video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We got 2 left. Oh no! Oh, this is great. It's very similar to my one from before, except a lot more visually startling.
It's much more threatening.
Yeah.
I will say he's at least in what appears to be an abandoned building.
I don't know why Mr. Beast felt the need to put on a fake beard, though.
That's true. That's true.
But this does seem like something he would legit do.
Yeah.
Gamble with his life
No,
in
he-
some way.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah, this is a whole new level of terrifying.
Maybe this is just one of those like ad scams, and not Mr. Beast himself.
Oh yeah, I thought I became a millionaire twice, and then found out the hard way.
$3,000. Give
I
me
was the
that.
500,000th visitor, and you know what? It's just a shame that I don't get a prize for it.
You know,
more
I thought
often.
because I was there when it was like you log onto you go to eBombs World, and it would be like, congratulations, you won,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, I thought we were beyond this, and I thought this could. I said to myself, this could never happen again.
But then,
Let's go to this last one here.
all right.
What?
Okay.
Exactly. That's exactly what I wanted you to feel.
So here's the thing. The first thing I'm going to say is, who the hell does the 200 battery challenge with 9 volts? Just do triple
better
A's.
question. What is the battery challenge?
Well, obviously you eat 200 batteries.
yeah, come on.
But that's why you choose triple A's.
No, I think he's sticking his tongue to both ends 200 times.
But then he wouldn't need that many batteries, right?
No.
Yeah.
But that's the creative license you take with the thumbnail.
Look, here's the thing. It's typically you're exactly right. The 200 battery challenge is typically taken with watch batteries. That's actually the easiest one to do. But it's just watch batteries do not look visually appealing within a thumbnail. Obviously,
Yeah,
you
when
need to up the clickbait on it.
So
I will
he
say-
really is eating them?
Yes, you ingest 200 batteries. That's the challenge. Come on, keep up.
That's crazy. I hope you made this up and that if I search it, I won't actually
So,
find
here's the
people
I
thing.
hope I
eating
made
them.
it up.
I think the watch batteries is like a Zoomer thing because I honestly like that's not a challenge. They're smaller than M&Ms.
Yeah, with all the microplastics, you're actually eating over 200 batteries a week.
I mean,
just in
yeah,
your
for
normal
sure.
diet.
Yeah, they should be triple A's. Anyone going higher is just a macho butthead.
Yeah, some people do it. Some survive.
Many will enter. Few will live.
Each generation's just getting progressively weaker with how they take on this challenge.
Well, I mean, I've been shooting lightning bolts for 3 weeks now, and it's only improved my life.
And you know, battery only has like 20 to 25 calories in it. It's great.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly.
Like you think with all the energy stored in it, but if it's uncharged, which challenge doesn't specify, you can leave it uncharged.
Mhm.
Then yeah, it's actually
I'm actually
slimming.
pretty sure you guys have heard about that superhero Energenion that's been flying around. I'm pretty sure he actually just did this challenge.
Oh yeah, I think he upped it to 400.
He also may have been sticking them in his ass as well.
Oh, complete a full circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
So that's all of our thumbnails.
That is every single one. We had a lot more than we even intended to.
Mm-hmm.
So, which one, now that we've seen them all, which one do we make into our video thumbnail? You know, this isn't as intense for the viewer having already seen it and clicked on it, but for us, it's exciting.
It is exciting, and I still think Rise and Fall of Dogs is my absolute. It feels like it's catering to me.
Yeah,
But
honestly, the simplicity really does sell it. Like seeing all these like very complex ideas that we have in some of these, and then just a simple green, honestly, really does stick out.
I won't disagree, but my vote would have gone to What Will the Monkey Choose?
That is also a good one.
That looks like it would be right at home on our whole page of thumbnails.
Yeah, we do try to go pretty clickbaity with it.
well, you can choose what will the monkey choose, because it also kind of reflects on the viewer because the viewer has now made a choice, right? 'Cause
Ooh,
they are the monkey and they will die. They will
meta-commentary.
die.
Yes,
The monkey
that's
is
good.
you.
But I will ask you to send me the Rise and Fall of Dogs thumbnail.
So that you can use it.
Yes.
Okay.
You need to pay a premium price for that.
I pay my thumbnail artist $2 a thumbnail. I don't know, or $3, I think, because Beaubert's Canadian and his money is different.
Oh yeah.
They have to pay more for things. Every time I buy something and I look at the prices and I'm like, man, this is like $15. And then right beside of it, it says Canada. It's like
I used to buy books from
$25.
Borders and it would list the American price and the Canadian price, and I always thought they were just being unfair to Canadians. Like, you have to pay $2 more because we don't like Canadians.
That's funny. I like that idea better. I'm going to choose to believe that.
All right. Yeah, what do you say we go with the monkey one then? Because that is genuinely good.
I'm okay with that. What will the monkey choose?
One last call to action. Do you think the monkey will choose red or green? Let us know in the comments. And also watch a previous video, which I'll make a plug for here.
What if he hits both and then masturbates on the girl?
You know what? That's the correct answer.
We can cancel the monkey if we need to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, call out post for the monkey. We didn't realize how problematic he was when he was on our channel.
Hashtag end bubbles now.
Can you imagine like the Saw movies get so ridiculous that it's revealed that it's a monkey behind it all?
Dude, he was Jigsaw's real apprentice, and it flashes back to 20 years ago, and the monkey was in all those scenes in Saw 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jigsaw was the monkey's apprentice. That's
and then they make another
twist.
movie that fills in like a flashback where like Saw goes to a zoo and like a monkey like jumps the glass and he like empathizes with the monkey because he himself is also in a cage. So he brings the monkey and then trains it.
Monkeys value their life more than anything else.
And then the next movie erases all of the last two movies.
Yeah, exactly. There's a new character, and he's actually the real one controlling the monkey.
The monkey was a robot. It was a super mediocre robot.
All right. We chose our thumbnail. Any parting words?
Don't eat food off the ground.
Good. I won't anymore.
Eat food off the ground.
No!